So if you like cooking out in the wilderness and you want a portable folding barbecue grill, this might be what you're looking for. Inside that case today is the Typhon folding barbecue grill. So whether you're camping with the family, headed out on that fishing or hunting trip, bugging out into the wild, whatever you're doing, this portable grill gives you the freedom to cook anywhere in a snap. You can grill meat, smoke sausages, warm up veggies, whatever you want to do, wherever you are. It has a very unique folding design, a really sturdy nylon bag. It's easy to carry with the rest of your camping gear. It is a bit on the heavy side. It's about 4.25 pounds, but you can assemble this in under 2 minutes, load it with either charcoal or wood, and you're good to go. So today what we're going to do is we're going to use charcoal. Now normally I use wood in all my videos because I just think it's cooler to use wood. But I'm going to use this as it's intended. We're going to use this as a barbecue grill with charcoal. That, and I don't feel like chopping up wood because it's cold out there. So let me show you how this thing goes together. And then we're going to compare it to another grill that I have that's a folding grill. Let's unzip it first. And I'll show you the parts. Get it out. Okay. And here you go. So that's it right there. The grill is out of camera, but I'll bring it over here so you can see it. This is pretty much everything right here. The first thing you're going to do is set up this base. So I'm going to put that over there. And to set up the base is literally unfold it. Okay, that easy. That's it for setting up the base. That's all you have to do. You unfold it. So next up, we're going to do the main part of the grill here, which is this kind of triangular shaped object, and you drop it in, and that's it. You're going to take this piece here, and this is your bottom. Okay. Next step is going to be your grate down here, and this will keep ash and stuff from getting too down onto the ground. Another neat thing about this is if you live in an area with frequent fire restrictions, where you can only cook in an enclosed fire pit, this fits that bill pretty darn well. And lastly, you've got your grill here. Now your grill kind of folds up, and it is a little bit odd. I will give you that. You know, I wish it kind of had a little bit more grips on the end, but it does fit in there nicely. So we're going to grill on that and see how well it works. A lot of people in the earlier version of this stove were complaining that this grill moves around. Well, if you put it in there right, it's not going to fall off. It might pull up when you pull something that's stuck to it. But we're going to cook on this today, and like I said, I'm just going to use some old Cheaters charcoal because it's that instant lighting stuff. And we're going to try it out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this outside. Now we do have some people doing construction across the street there, so don't mind the construction noise. But we're going to take this outside and we're going to cook up some hamburgers and hot dogs on it, see how well it works. I want to give you a view from the top. I just realized you kind of can't see what it looks like down in there. So there you go. Now fold it up. Let's start with the folded down compact size dimensions. It's about 12 by 12 and 9 inches in height. Opened up, it's 16.54 length by 8.27 by 5.24 when assembled, okay? It's heat resistant and rust resistant stainless steel all the way around, and it is very well constructed. I gotta say that, you know, when I first saw this, I wasn't quite sure if it was going to be something that would hold up. But even this part here that folds open is built like a tank. I mean, that's probably why it weighs 4 pounds, but it's built pretty well. So let's get it outside. Let's get some charcoal in it, fire it up, and see what we can cook. All right, so there it is. I got the charcoal in it. I want to get it going because it's cold out here. And yes, we have the glorious sounds of home construction down the street. Ah, nature. Anyway, let's light this thing up and see how we go. Now, before this gets too crazy, I'm going to take this and put it over here so I'm not burning my hands. And I'm going to bring you back once we have some good coals going and everything's going pretty well. And we'll actually try cooking on this and see how well it works. Alright, I just thought I'd bring you back, take a look at it. It's been about 5 minutes. Everything's getting some nice coals going there. Charcoal lit easy because it's self-lighting charcoal. It's already got the lighter fluid in it. All in all, so far, doing a pretty good job. It isn't very windy out here, but it is cold, and I'm getting really nice warmth off this. So it could be used as a fire pit as well for a campsite. And definitely a cool little product so far. So let me let the fire burn out here and get these briquettes nice and hot, and we'll start cooking. Alright, so we're doing good. I'd say that's about ready. Lots of nice heat on the bottom. You can see the red glowing down in there. I can feel the heat off it. Definitely warms you up, I'll tell you that. It was cold out here, and this definitely warms you up nicely. So what we're going to do first is we're going to put on, these are dollar store burgers. Okay, these are mystery meat. God only knows what's in these things. But I bought them to try them out, and I was going to use them for another video, and I never did. And I found them in my freezer, so I'm like, hey, we'll do that with the hot dogs. So I'm going to put these two on here and see. We'll try them out and see how good or bad they are. And we'll let those cook for a little bit. And I'll bring you back when we flip those. And we are going to put some hot dogs on here too. So once we get going on these a little bit, we'll bring the hot dogs out. Alright, I flipped the burgers over. I'm not sure if the middle is just a hot spot or whatever. Or if it's just the meat. It's probably just the meat. Got a little burn on the inside there, but that's no big deal. They'll be just fine. We'll move them off to the back once we put the hot dogs on. It looks like the center here is the hot spot. So I'll just kind of keep them to the side. They'll be fine. And what I'm using now for a flipper is this Gerber cook, eat, and prep set. So we're going to be using those for the hot dogs too. And I just reach under there and flip them over. Works pretty good. So we'll give them a few more minutes and then we'll pile on the hot dogs. Alright, all set. Hot dog time. And I'm going to try them out in the middle there and see if that is a hot spot or not. So you see, this has a lot more grill room, and when we're all done and I take this inside, I'm going to show you, compare it to the flat pack UCO grill. It is definitely a lot more room on it. I know when I did the review for that, I cooked a couple of burgers on it, a couple of hot dogs, and it was just, completely covered up. So this is definitely a lot bigger, gives you a little more room, kind of ability to move things around a little bit, like this guy over here on the edge. And those are definitely greasy. So the hot dogs are going to be the real test to see how well these cook, because God only knows what kind of meat is in those. So let's finish this up. We'll get those hot dogs cooked up for you, and we'll go from there. All right, see, there is a hot spot right there, because look at that. We'll roll these around a little bit. I lost one, but that's okay. We'll put it right back there and clean it off. So it's definitely hot enough to cook hot dogs. It's burning the heck out of them. That's okay, I like them like that anyway. But I'll bring you back when we're all done here. You can see, I'll just roll them over a little bit. I probably need to move these around a lot more. But it definitely gets hot. Does what it's supposed to do. Also, if you move these around enough, you see you got grill marks. So these will cook very quickly. So try to keep them on the outside so they don't get as burned up. Move that one back here. So you definitely have a hot spot in the center of the grill, but hey, it works. It does what it's supposed to do there. So, alright, I will bring you back when everything's cooked, and we'll bring this back inside and we'll compare it to that UCO flat pack grill, and we'll see about size ratio and the difference between the two, and we'll see how this one cleans up after just some water, and fold it back up and see what it's like. Alright, so about half an hour later, I had nothing but coals out there. It all burned all the way down. Very efficient, worked very well, almost too well. Burned the heck out of my hot dogs. But that's my own fault for not moving them quick enough. But I gotta say, it held up great. I have washed it out. You know, I did wash the grill with some scouring pad and a little bit of Barkeep's Friend there, that Comet type stuff, just to get the food off it. If I put this away in my house, I don't want it to smell like food. Let me show you what it looks like on the inside. After the burn, no warping, no damage. It's very, very well made. I gotta say that. The thing is built very tough. I wouldn't be concerned about, using this in a rougher environment at all. Now, I did say I wanted to compare the two. We're gonna move this off to the side. You guys remember when I did the UCO flat pack grill, okay? This is it here. And you see the size difference. And by the way, this has seen a lot of use. I've made a lot of stuff on it. It's a cool little system. But you do see the size difference. Now, this is very light. This is awesome for backpacking. If you want to carry that in your backpack, it's not as heavy. I believe it's 1.9 pounds or 1.8 pounds. And it's very simple to, fold up. You just do that and that. Push in the sides. And there you go. There's your grill. So it's a very little compact system, but if you have a bigger family, or if you're cooking for more people out in your environment, this is definitely what you will want. Now, the price on these, well, it's cheaper than the UCO flat pack grill, I'll tell you that. This is $28.99 at the time of this video, okay? Today is, December 10th, 2020, and that's the price on it. So it is a decent deal. It obviously holds up well. We're going to be using this a lot more in the channel. Another idea I had while I was washing this up is for you folks who are trying to improve your fire starting skills. This is something really awesome that you could use as a fire pit if you don't have one. You know, say you live in an apartment complex, there's really not a whole lot of area for you to go out and light fires down on the ground. Well, something like this could be really handy for that too. I want to try and do a wood burn in it and see how that goes. It is definitely ventilated enough with the holes on the side, so we definitely got good airflow in there. It burned that charcoal right down, and you saw how quickly it cooked the burgers and the hot dogs. So I'm pleased with it. I really like it. I like it enough that I think I have another little round fire pit that isn't foldable. I think I'm going to sell that one off and keep this one as my portable fire pit, because you get a nice little fire going in this, and it keeps you warm. I'll tell you, it's about 42 degrees outside right now. Now, I know some of you that live in colder climates are laughing at me, but it was kind of cold out there. And with this going, even with the charcoal, kept me nice and warm. So, that is the Typhon Folding Portable Barbecue Grill. It is usable with both charcoal and wood. No problems with either. Probably you could even manage to take this little bottom piece out and stick a burner in there too. Although I don't know how efficient that would be. But for 29 bucks, you're getting a really good deal. I'm going to show you really quickly how to take it apart. Okay? First thing I'm going to do is take off the grill. It'll fold up. You're going to take off the grate on the inside here. You're going to remove that bottom ash pan catcher thing. You're going to take this and fold it in on itself. It's almost like an origami paper project. And this guy, same thing. Fold it in on itself. And it's ready to go back in its bag, which is over here. And it's ready to go for its next use. So far, I'm impressed. I like it. We are going to test it out more, but you'll probably see me using it when I do cooking videos outside. I definitely want to give it a little work in. I'm probably going to use it for my own personal use too and see how well it works. But so far, it's getting 4 out of 4 stars, you know, or 4 out of 5 stars. I would have liked to see them secure the grill somehow to the top. That's really my only complaint with it. But it didn't bounce around on me. You saw me going under with the spatula, and it didn't bounce around on me at all. So I'm not really all that worried about it, but that's the only downside I see. It does fit right in there, though, so if you're careful, you won't lose your grill anywhere. Anyway, folks, the link will be down below where you can pick one up if you want. Like I said, they're $28.99, so 29 bucks. You do have an Amazon affiliate store down there below. I try to put everything I review in the store, so if you click that link and you just shop as you normally would or check out my products, whatever, I really appreciate it. Don't forget to check out our Food for Patriots link. We have food in stock there right now. $100 off on a 4-week kit. Really good deal and a good time to stock up and get that stuff shipped to you. It comes in a nice sealed container. It's 25-year shelf life. You just set it and forget it. Make sure you have water stored, though. I always tell people that with freeze-dried food. Anyway, folks, thanks for watching. Stay safe and stay prepared.